You face a critical choice between sticking to a rigid plan or acknowledging a deep emotional impulse that demands attention. Hesitation gnaws at the edges of your productivity as an old wound seems to resurface without any clear explanation. This internal friction stems from Mars and Capricorn forming a sharp square to Chiron, which forces a confrontation with past insecurities regarding your competence. The moon moves through the intense and investigative waters of Scorpio on this day, Tuesday, January 13th, 2026, while a harmonious sextile between the sun and moon offers a path toward emotional integration. Venus also joins the Capricorn cluster at 24 degrees to stabilize the social atmosphere, yet the underlying tension of the sun squaring Chiron remains palpable across the collective. Madame Zodiac observes these celestial torrents and notes that the alignment favors those who are willing to look beneath the surface of their ambitions. While some signs will find incredible strength in this structured vulnerability, others may feel the pressure of unaddressed fears blocking their path to progress. My brave Aries friend, your spirit is currently being forged in the fires of discipline and deep introspection. This Tuesday, January 13th, 2026, opens with a powerful call to examine the foundations of your most private desires. Mars, your fiery ruler, is currently stationed at 22 degrees 19 minutes of Capricorn, placing a heavy emphasis on your long-term legacy and public standing. You may feel a sudden urge to conquer the world, yet your patience today might resemble that of a kitten in a yarn shop, full of energy but easily tangled. This transit demands that you channel your raw power into structured achievements rather than impulsive outbursts. The moon crosses your house 8, the one of intimacy and shared resources, intensifying your emotional reactions to financial or deep personal bonds. You are being asked to dive deep into the waters of trust and see what truly lies beneath the surface of your partnerships. Practical tips for today include reviewing shared accounts and having that one difficult conversation you have been avoiding. The square from Mars to Chiron suggests that an old professional sting might be bothering you, but it is merely a signal to heal your relationship with authority. You might find that even your morning coffee feels like it is fueling a cosmic mission today. The sun sextile the moon provides a helpful bridge between your public duties and your private needs, allowing for a rare moment of inner harmony. This day will be particularly favorable for negotiating complex contracts or deepening a romantic connection through vulnerability. Your energy is high, but remember that a diamond is only formed under sustained, calculated pressure. Celestial recommendation: seek a balance between your burning ambition and the quiet needs of your soul. Do not let a temporary setback in your schedule ruin your overall sense of progress. Trust that the structure you are building now will support your wildest dreams in the future. For a deeper understanding, consider checking your rising sign and Venus sign as well. To stay connected to your daily horoscope, subscribe, leave a like, and turn on the notification bell. My steadfast Taurus, the heavens are currently reflecting your innate desire for beauty and structured relationships. This Tuesday brings a focus on how you relate to the world through the lens of your most significant partnerships. Venus, your graceful ruler, is positioned at 24 degrees 55 minutes of Capricorn, bringing a serious yet deeply loyal tone to your affections. You might find yourself valuing reliability over flashy gestures today, which is exactly where your strength lies. The moon crosses your house 7, the one of the couple and open alliances, illuminating the needs of those closest to you. This is a day where your morning coffee might feel like it's whispering secrets of long-term commitment. Your ability to provide a stable anchor for others is your greatest gift right now, even if you feel a bit of pressure to perform. Use this lunar energy to listen more than you speak, as the Scorpio moon reveals truths that are often left unsaid. A practical tip would be to plan a quiet, meaningful evening with a partner or a close friend to reinforce your bonds. The sextile between Saturn and Uranus is subtly helping you bridge the gap between your traditional values and a sudden urge for personal freedom. You may feel like a yogi trying to maintain a difficult pose in the middle of a busy street, but your balance is impeccable. This day will be particularly favorable for resolving long-standing disagreements through calm, rational dialogue. The stars suggest that your financial intuition is also sharpened today, so pay attention to subtle cues regarding investments. Remember that growth often happens in the quiet moments of persistence rather than the loud moments of change. Daily advice: focus on the quality of your interactions rather than the quantity of your tasks. Allow yourself to be seen in your most authentic, unpolished state. Your heart knows the way, even when the road seems paved with nothing but responsibilities. To gain a more complete picture, the rising sign and Venus sign can add useful context. If you want to keep receiving your daily horoscope, subscribing and hitting the bell really helps. My curious Geminis, your intellectual landscape is currently being reshaped by a need for practical application and mental discipline. This Tuesday, January 13th, 2026, invites you to turn your many ideas into a cohesive plan of action. Mercury, your quick-witted ruler, is at 18 degrees 12 minutes of Capricorn, urging you to speak with authority and precision. You might feel like your brain has 50 tabs open, but the stars are asking you to focus on the one that actually pays the bills. The moon crosses your house 6, the one of health and daily service, bringing your attention to the mechanics of your life. This is the perfect moment to reorganize your workspace or commit to a new wellness routine that actually sticks. A practical tip is to tackle the most boring task on your list first, to clear the mental fog for more creative pursuits. You might find that your wit is a bit sharper than usual, perhaps even rivaling a professional satirist today. The square between the Sun and Chiron might make you feel a bit self-conscious about a recent communication error, but don't let it linger. The sextile from the Moon to Venus suggests that your colleagues or employees will be particularly receptive to your charms if you lead with kindness. This day will be particularly favorable for fine-tuning the details of a project that requires meticulous attention. Your health is a priority, so listen to what your body is trying to tell you through those minor aches or energy dips. Even a small change in your daily habits can lead to a massive shift in your overall productivity. Celestial recommendation: ground your flighty thoughts in the reality of your physical needs. Take a breath before you respond to that provocative email. Your versatility is your superpower, but today, consistency is your best friend. For extra insight, take a moment to look at your rising sign and your Venus sign. Never miss your daily horoscope again. Subscribe, like, and activate the bell. My nurturing Cancers, the cosmic tides are pulling you toward the shore of self-expression and joyful creativity. This Tuesday highlights your ability to transform deep emotions into something tangible and beautiful. The moon, your celestial guide, is moving through the intense sign of Scorpio at 24 degrees 17 minutes, heightening your intuition to an almost psychic level. The moon crosses your house 5, the one of children, creativity, and romance, sparking a desire for play and emotional depth. You may feel like your heart is a high-end waterproof watch, capable of going deep without losing its rhythm. This is a day to indulge in a hobby or spend quality time with someone who makes you laugh until your sides ache. A practical tip is to use this surge of creative energy to start a project that feels more like a passion than a chore. The sextile between the Sun and the Moon offers you a rare moment of clarity where your desires and your duties are perfectly aligned. However, Jupiter retrograde in your sign suggests that you should reflect on your personal growth rather than rushing into new expansions. You might find that your protective instincts are dialed up to 11 today, so try not to smother those you love. This day will be particularly favorable for any activity that involves artistic flair or heartfelt communication. Your emotional intelligence is your greatest asset, allowing you to navigate social complexities with ease. Don't be afraid to take the lead in a creative endeavor, as others are looking for your unique brand of inspiration. Daily advice: allow yourself the luxury of being messy and imperfect in your creative process. Celebrate the small victories that bring a smile to your face. The world needs your warmth, but you must first fill your own cup. For a deeper understanding, consider checking your rising sign and Venus sign as well. To stay connected to your daily horoscope, subscribe, leave a like, and turn on the notification bell. My radiant Leos, the spotlight is shifting toward your inner world and the foundations upon which you build your kingdom. This Tuesday, January 13th, 2026, asks you to find the majesty in the mundane and the strength in your roots. The Sun, your magnificent ruler, is at 23 degrees 18 minutes of Capricorn, emphasizing your need for structure and long-term security. You may feel a bit of main character energy today, but the plot is currently taking place behind closed doors. The moon crosses your house 4, the one of family and home, drawing your focus toward your domestic life and emotional security. This is an ideal time to beautify your living space or have a heart-to-heart with a family member. A practical tip is to declutter a corner of your home to create a more peaceful environment for your busy mind. The square from the Sun to Chiron might bring up a feeling of not being enough in your professional life, but this is a temporary shadow. Use the sextile between the Sun and Moon to find comfort in your private achievements that no one else sees. You might find that even your morning routine feels like a royal procession if you approach it with the right mindset. This day will be particularly favorable for real estate matters or deepening your sense of belonging. Your charisma is still present, but it is currently being used to heal and fortify your inner circle. Remember that a lion is most powerful when its pride is secure and well-fed. Celestial recommendation: invest your energy in the people and places that make you feel truly at home. Silence the inner critic that demands constant public applause. Your true power lies in your ability to nurture your own soul. To gain a more complete picture, the rising sign and Venus sign can add useful context. If you want to keep receiving your daily horoscope, subscribing and hitting the bell really helps.
My meticulous Virgos, your world is currently a canvas of details waiting to be organized into a masterpiece of logic. This Tuesday brings a flurry of communication and a need to share your insights with the world. Mercury, your analytical ruler, is stationed at 18 degrees 12 minutes of Capricorn, grounding your thoughts in practical reality. You might find yourself color-coding the universe today, or at least your grocery list, with impressive precision. The moon crosses your house 3, the one of communication and local environment, making you the go-to person for information and advice. This is a day to write, speak, and connect with those in your immediate circle. A practical tip is to double-check your outgoing messages, as your desire for perfection might lead to over-explaining. The sextile from Saturn to Uranus is helping you find innovative ways to handle traditional tasks, making you incredibly efficient. You may feel like a master clockmaker in a world that is running 5 minutes late, but your timing is exactly right. This day will be particularly favorable for learning a new skill or having a productive meeting with a sibling or neighbor. Your ability to see the small things that others miss is your greatest competitive advantage right now. Use your words to build bridges rather than walls, especially when dealing with sensitive topics. The stars suggest that a short trip or a change of scenery could provide the mental refresh you need. Daily advice: trust your intellect, but don't forget to listen to the subtle cues of your intuition. Not everything needs to be solved today. Some things just need to be observed. Your clarity is a gift to everyone around you. For extra insight, take a moment to look at your rising sign and your Venus sign. Never miss your daily horoscope again. Subscribe, like, and activate the bell.
My elegant Libras, the focus of the heavens is currently resting on your sense of value and the resources you have at your disposal. This Tuesday, January 13th, 2026, invites you to find the balance between your desire for luxury and your need for financial security. Venus, your charming ruler, is at 24 degrees 55 minutes of Capricorn, encouraging a more disciplined and long-term approach to your finances. You might find yourself weighing your options with the precision of a circus performer on a high wire. The moon crosses your house 2, the one of finances and personal values, bringing an emotional component to your spending habits. This is a great day to review your budget or consider what truly brings you a sense of worth beyond material possessions. A practical tip is to avoid impulsive shopping and instead invest in something that will stand the test of time. The sextile between the moon and Venus makes this a particularly harmonious day for social interactions that also involve business. You might find that your natural diplomacy helps you navigate a tricky financial negotiation with grace. This day will be particularly favorable for identifying new streams of income or reevaluating your professional worth. Your eye for beauty is still sharp, but you are looking for things that have substance as well as style. Remember that your greatest asset is your internal sense of peace, which cannot be bought. Celestial recommendation: seek stability over temporary thrills in all your financial dealings. Treat yourself to a small, meaningful luxury that honors your hard work. You are building a foundation that will support your future elegance. For a deeper understanding, consider checking your rising sign and Venus sign as well. To stay connected to your daily horoscope, subscribe, leave a like, and turn on the notification bell. My profound Scorpios, you are the celestial protagonist of the day, as the moon illuminates your very essence. This Tuesday brings a surge of personal power and a deep need for authentic self-expression. Mars, your traditional ruler, is at 22 degrees 19 of Capricorn, providing you with the grit and determination to climb any mountain. You may feel like your mystery level is currently that of a locked diary found in an ancient library. The moon crosses your house 1, the one of new beginnings and personal identity, making this a powerful time for a cosmic reset. This is a day to focus on your own needs and how you present yourself to the world. A practical tip is to spend some time in quiet reflection to identify the one major change you want to make in your life this month. The sextile between the sun and moon gives you the green light to move forward with confidence and emotional clarity. However, the square from Mars to Chiron suggests you should be careful not to let old frustrations drive your current actions. You might find that people are naturally drawn to your intensity today, so use your influence wisely. This day will be particularly favorable for launching a personal project or reinventing your public image. Your intuition is your compass, and today it is pointing directly toward your true north. Embrace the depths of your emotions, but keep your eyes on the practical steps needed to reach your goals. Daily advice: step into your power with humility and a clear sense of purpose. Do not be afraid to let go of what no longer serves the person you are becoming. Your transformation is a work of art in progress. To gain a more complete picture, the rising sign and Venus sign can add useful context. If you want to keep receiving your daily horoscope, subscribing and hitting the bell really helps. My adventurous Sagittarians, the stars are inviting you to explore the vast landscapes of your inner world and spiritual beliefs. This Tuesday, January 13th, 2026, is a time for retreat, reflection, and recharging your cosmic batteries. Jupiter, your expansive ruler, is currently retrograde in Cancer at 19 degrees 41, urging you to look backward before you leap forward. You might feel like your mental luggage is already packed for a trip to Mars, but the journey today is within. The moon crosses your house 12, the one of spirituality and the subconscious, making your dreams more vivid and your intuition more potent. This is a perfect day for meditation, journaling, or any activity that connects you to the divine. A practical tip is to silence your phone for an hour and just be present with your own thoughts. The sextile between Saturn and Uranus is providing a stable backdrop for your more radical spiritual insights. You might find that your usual optimism is tempered by a newfound sense of depth and responsibility. This day will be particularly favorable for healing old psychological wounds or engaging in a secret act of kindness. Your wisdom is growing in the silence, away from the noise of the external world. Don't feel pressured to be the life of the party today. Your soul needs a moment of quiet majesty. Remember that the greatest adventures often happen when we are standing perfectly still. Celestial recommendation: honor your need for solitude and spiritual nourishment. Trust the messages that come to you in the quiet moments between breaths. You are preparing for a major outward expansion, so nourish your roots now. For extra insight, take a moment to look at your rising sign and your Venus sign. Never miss your daily horoscope again. Subscribe, like, and activate the bell. My ambitious Capricorns, you are the masters of the current cosmic climate, with a stellium of planets highlighting your strength and determination. This Tuesday brings a focus on your social networks and the long-term impact of your collaborative efforts. Saturn, your disciplined ruler, is at 27 degrees of Pisces, encouraging you to bring structure to your most idealistic dreams. You may feel like the CEO of your own life today, managing multiple priorities with ease. The moon crosses your house 11, the one of friendships and collective goals, urging you to connect with like-minded individuals. This is a day to network, share your vision, and see how your skills can benefit the group. A practical tip is to reach out to a mentor or a colleague who shares your commitment to excellence. The Sun, Mercury, Venus, and Mars are all in your sign, giving you an incredible amount of personal influence and drive. However, the square to Chiron warns against being too hard on yourself if things don't go perfectly according to plan. You might find that your patience rivals that of a mountain, but don't forget to enjoy the view on your way up. This day will be particularly favorable for group projects or setting ambitious goals for the year ahead. Your leadership is needed, but remember to lead with empathy as well as authority. The sextile from Saturn to Uranus suggests that a breakthrough is possible if you are willing to try a slightly different approach. Daily advice: use your current influence to uplift those around you while staying true to your own path. Acknowledge your hard work and take a moment to celebrate how far you have come. You are the architect of your own destiny. For a deeper understanding, consider checking your rising sign and Venus sign as well. To stay connected to your daily horoscope, subscribe, leave a like, and turn on the notification bell. My visionary Aquarians, the heavens are focusing their light on your career and your contribution to the wider world. This Tuesday, January 13th, 2026, is a day to demonstrate your unique talents and take a stand for what you believe in. Uranus, your innovative ruler, is retrograde in Taurus at 27 degrees 39 minutes, asking you to rethink your approach to material security and professional stability. You might find yourself future-proofing your socks or your entire business strategy today with equal intensity. The moon crosses your house 10, the one of career and public reputation, putting your professional life under the cosmic microscope. This is a powerful time to make a move in your career or to clarify your professional ambitions. A practical tip is to update your public profile or have a serious conversation with a supervisor about your future. The sextile between Saturn and Uranus is your best friend today, helping you ground your most radical ideas in practical reality. You may feel like an alien who has finally figured out how to use a human calendar, and your productivity will soar. This day will be particularly favorable for high-stakes presentations or any activity that requires a blend of tradition and innovation. Your ability to see the future is a gift, but today you must also focus on the steps needed to get there. Don't be afraid to take a calculated risk if it aligns with your long-term vision. Celestial recommendation: align your daily actions with your highest professional aspirations. Stay open to feedback, but trust your original perspective. You are building something that will last far longer than a single day. To gain a more complete picture, the rising sign and Venus sign can add useful context. If you want to keep receiving your daily horoscope, subscribing and hitting the bell really helps.
My soulful Pisces, your horizons are expanding as the stars invite you to explore new philosophies and higher truths. This Tuesday brings a desire for wisdom and a deeper understanding of the world around you. Neptune, your ethereal ruler, is moving through your own sign, heightening your sensitivity and your connection to the mystical. You may find yourself dreaming in high definition today, with insights that feel both ancient and urgent. The moon crosses your house 9, the one of philosophy, higher education, and long-distance travel, sparking a hunger for knowledge. This is a day to dive into a difficult book, plan a future journey, or engage in a deep conversation about the meaning of life. A practical tip is to look for a course or a workshop that can help you expand your mental or spiritual borders. The sextile from Saturn in your sign to Uranus and Taurus provides the necessary grounding for your more abstract ideas. You might find that your intuition is acting as a reliable GPS, guiding you through complex emotional landscapes. This day will be particularly favorable for any activity that involves teaching, writing, or exploring different cultures. Your compassion is a light for others, but make sure you are also nourishing your own intellect. Trust the process of growth, even if it feels slow or intangible at times. Daily advice: seek out experiences that challenge your current perspective and broaden your heart. Remember that every small step toward understanding is a victory for the soul. Your journey is unique, so walk it with grace and curiosity. For extra insight, take a moment to look at your rising sign and your Venus sign. Never miss your daily horoscope again. Subscribe, like, and activate the bell.
On this Tuesday, January 13th, 2026, the collective energy focuses on the delicate balance between structural integrity and emotional honesty. The moon in Scorpio dives deep into the subconscious, while the Capricorn sun insists on maintaining a professional and composed exterior. This creates a landscape where the square between Mars and Chiron highlights the vulnerabilities inherent in even the most robust plans. The day operates as a cosmic forge, where old scars are tempered by the cool discipline of Saturn in Pisces. Progress feels less like a sprint and more like a slow, deliberate excavation of what truly matters beneath the surface of daily obligations. Madame Zodiac perceives that the stars are asking for a recognition of the strength found in admitting where the foundation has cracked. The path forward remains visible for those who can navigate the depths without losing sight of their ultimate summit. Observations of these celestial movements continue to reveal new layers of understanding for the journey ahead.